Hey, welcome back to Dirty Dave's Garage. We're working on the 02 Jeep TJ Wrangler. Putting longer wheel studs on because we got some wheel spacers we're putting on. I bought some newer Jeep wheels. You can see one back here in the back. Let's zoom in on it for you. Got a set of those off of Facebook, really cheap. So what we're doing, the problem is once you put the wheel spacers on, even without them, Wrangler back axles, the wheel studs are shorter than the ones on the front, so there aren't a lot of threads once I put the adapter on to connect the adapter to the drum with the brake drum. So what I did, I took a little sledgehammer, which I have here somewhere just to show you. Nothing fancy, just a little handheld sledgehammer. Banged out the studs. You see they're laying all over the floor now. And I'm gonna put the new ones in. I bought a little tool I'll show you in a minute. But I wanted to go over like the back. The drums are hard to get off, especially if it's been sitting a while. This one's still on, and I'm just beating on it with this hammer, and I'm putting a chisel on the edge back here and working my way around, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna do it on camera. I'm just explaining what I'm doing to get this thing loose. And once I get that drum off, I'll show you banging out one of the studs, how I do it, and then we'll show you putting the new studs in, how to put them in. So I hope this is helpful, and stay tuned. All right, so we got both drums off. To show you real quick, had to work on this one. Sometimes it helps to spin the drum around once it's loose. Just rotate the wheel a little bit and just keep banging around the sides until the drum pops off. So we're getting ready to put our new studs in. I got this tool I'm going to try this time. It's made by Lyle. It's a wheel stud installer. Here's the part number. I'll put a link in the description too. It was like 20 bucks, and I'm going to try it because this is all it is. It's like a conical. It's got a conical place to put your acorn lug nuts in, and then the back has a bearing with a ball bearing section to it, so it spins while you're using the impact wrench to put the new studs in. So basically we're going to slide the stud in behind here, and I'll show you this in a minute. Put this over top, thread an acorn lug nut onto it, and then hit it with the air hammer or the air impact gun to pull it through. I'm going to put a little oil on each hole just to help it cut through and seat the studs. But I want to show you what I'm doing and explain everything first. We'll be back in a minute and show you how it's done. All right, we're getting ready to give this a shot. Let's see how it goes. Let me grab my impact gun here. Got a 19 mil socket on it. Keep going until that back is seated in flush and flat. I think we got her. Feels good. Let's take it off, see what she looks like. Oh, that's pretty. That's how you do it, folks. Spin it so you can see it. Nice and straight. That tool's nice. That comes in handy. The old way was, if you didn't have that tool, you have to put some washers, some big thick washers, an old lug nut, couple old lug nuts maybe, and you always end up deforming the lug nuts. So you need scrap ones you can throw away, or the same size bolt pattern nut to go on top of a big heavy duty nut. That's what I usually do. But that tool makes it a lot easier. They go in nice and straight. So I'll put a link to that and the extended nuts down in the part number down in the description if you need them. But again, be safe. If you're buying later model Jeep wheels off of Craigslist or Facebook, you got to put longer studs in the back when you put those adapters on so that they have something to grab a hold of. and it's not just threaded on halfway. All right, just a quick follow-up. Now you can see these bolts are all perfect. The threads are like perfectly flush with the nut, so I got full contact. We're looking good, peeps. So that's the bolt size you want. Again, it's a Dorman 610-234 serrated wheel bolt. 1/2 by 1/2 -20 by 1 5/8 inches long. All right, you got it. We got it going on now, guys. Okay, so this is what your finished product is going to look like once you get your new studs in. Now you can see these bolts fit perfect. The things are almost to the end. The other ones, the old studs were only sticking through there maybe 3 to 5 turns. That's not enough to hold your wheel on, guys. So put the right wheel studs in. Again, I'll put a link to them in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Dirty Dave's Garage.